Hey, Carl here with Columbia Water Gardens, and today we're cleaning out a wetland filter. Wetland filters are by far the most effective way to filter your pond. Check out the size of this bad boy over here. So this pond over here is built correctly. It's got an intake bay over on the far corner over there, way on the other side of the pond, and on this side over here, we've got this ginormous wetland filter. But let me show you what happened over here. We're estimating the age of this pond to be right around 13 years old or so. And when we cleaned this pond last week, which was, by the way, the first time it's been cleaned in about as long as it's ever been around, we came up on the wetland filter over here. The homeowner didn't even know that they had it. Check this out. 4 feet down, completely loaded up with snail shells. The problem is that if you don't clean your wetland filter, if you don't drop a pump inside the bottom of this guy here periodically, then what's going to happen is where we're at right now. I just took a scoop of dirt out with my excavator, and this is pure solid sludge. It's terrible. So what we're going to do today is we're going to come in, we're going to excavate as much of this gravel out. By the way, expensive gravel. The person that installed this used what's called Arizona 3/4 inch and a half river rock, and this Arizona 3/4 inch and a half river rock is very, very expensive. We're just basically going to come back in, we're going to put road base back in. It's cheap, it's effective, it does the job, and it costs a fraction of what this is. I believe that wholesale on this is about $120 a yard, and we're paying about $30 a yard for the road base. So we're saving the customer a ton of money that way. The problem that we have is we don't know where the liner is. And so the mystery is that as we're digging, we're hoping to be able to go down and hit that 4-foot depth, but we absolutely have no idea where the liner is. So we're gonna go slow, we're gonna go real ginger with it, and we're gonna dump it, and the customer's gonna repurpose this gravel.
Only about 12, maybe 14 inches down, and we're already hitting an aqua block, which means that either they have multiple aqua blocks stacked on top of each other to increase the volume before the roots and all the rock itself for the wetland filter, or this is one shallow guy. But judging by looking at the snorkel over to the left, we know that it's 4 feet deep. So it's just gonna be a matter of, how should I say, exercising caution.
So this is where we are so far. We've got maybe a quarter of a trailer load of waste that we've pulled out of this wetland. And as you can see, it is just loaded with dirt. I mean, this is just basically, you know, not filtering much at all. But the crazy thing about it is that this pond was built so well. And whoever it is that built this thing 12, 13 years ago, I have my suspicions who it was, did a great job. We've dug down now, we've exposed the tops of the Aquablock panels. The Aquablock panels are sitting on top of what are referred to as Centipede units, and the Centipede units run off of the snorkel over here. So we have one series of Centipede units that's going this way, and these Aquablocks are sitting on top of that, and the gravel bed sits on top of that. And it's also on the other side of this water wheel over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically follow this line of excavation over here, continue around over here where the bucket is, and then join ourselves back up with this line over here.
We found the bottom of the, on the, I guess it would be the left side of the wetland intake. Good thing is that this one was not as impacted as the other side was. Much easier to get to. So in short, it's going to be really easy to actually clean this wetland filter. Just fill it up, break it down a little bit, let the sludge get pumped out by the snorkel here, and we're good to go. But you can see through all the top of the blocks, 2, 3, 4, 5, that we've uncovered all of it for this side of the Centipede, and we don't have to go any further down here. So thumbs up and
Okay, so we've replaced all of the large cobblestones on both sides of the water wheel, and the next thing we do is we go ahead and bring in smaller stones, aggregate about the size of the palm of my hand here.
take the green.
now that first level of coarse gravel is down, and we are ready to lay the second layer of fine gravel, and that is what is going to take care of all the fine filtration for this wetland filter. It's inside that super sack, ready to be dumped. Okay, so the final gravel is on top of the wetland. It's been rebuilt, and a couple different things I want to point out. One is that underneath the water wheel over here is the lid, the clean out for this wetland filter. Cleaning this wetland filter is going to be super easy. It's as simple as this. You take the lid off over here, you drop a sump pump down to the bottom, attach a waste line to it, turn the pump on, and away it goes. This property is ginormous. There's trees all over the place, and the nutrient-rich water that's going to come out of this wetland is going to be wonderful fertilizer for the trees around here. So here we are, getting rid of the old wetland filter. That's the way it's done right here. At this point, the wetland is up and running, and you'll notice a few things. The cap is still off the snorkel unit, and we have a sump pump attached to the bottom. The reason why we're doing that is so that all the rest of the sludge is at the bottom of those aqua blocks that we showed you earlier in the video. That allows it to liquefy, and then we're just going to kind of hit this thing once every couple of days and just go ahead and pump it out and let it go off into the garden. But in the meantime, we're starting to go. You can start to see the velocity of the waterfall start to increase, and any kind of sediment off the rock is going to go ahead and find its way down. The fish are going to be happy to see this. I want to point out a couple different things in this video. Please hear me on this. Wetland filters are by far one of the most effective ways to filter your pond. This water will clear up very, very quickly with this, but it's extremely important that if you pay the money to have a wetland filter installed on your pond, be sure to do your annual maintenance on it. Get in there, drop a pump in there, pump it out. If you don't know how to do that yourself, then make sure that you hire a professional to come on in and do that for you. You do not want to go to the expense that we went through today with bringing an excavator out, a dump trailer out, what is it, I think about 4.5, almost 5 yards of gravel, and all the other labor that came into this thing. So this is a great video. If you like what you saw here, please be sure to share it, comment, subscribe, definitely give a thumbs up on it, and we really are excited to be able to share this project with you. And I'm Carl with Columbia Water Gardens, reminding you that maintaining your wetland filters matter. Happy ponding.